A DJ's job is never done, whether it's getting a party started or the latest rave, serenading the ladies during ladies' night, or even discovering and breaking new music. As an artist, the DJ is a craft that should be honored and respected but not taken lightly. From the early beginnings with pioneers who started the movement, such as DJ Hurt, to spreading the slow down movement across the globe like late DJ Screw, to entertaining millions of viewers via social media during a nationwide pandemic like DJ D Nice, the art of the DJ has elevated with technology and can only elevate higher. Let's have a talk with a few DJs and get some insight on their thoughts and opinions of the DJ world. This is Kello with the Jello, and this is a DJ's Konversation. So I always say the DJ is the heart of any party, but I want to hear from y'all today. Let's talk about the real value of the DJ in the culture. So let's talk about the importance of DJing. I want to know, what does DJing mean to y'all, and how do DJs set the tone for any event?
I always say that, DJing, yes, it's an art, but at the same time, it's essential to all parties, it's essential to all things. Shit, it's hip hop. Like when the start of hip hop came, the DJ was always there.
Right.
Like it don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you was in the park in New York, whatever, nobody was rapping without the DJ. Nobody did anything without the DJ. Niggas weren't even having a party without the DJ.
Right.
Like, it wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, let's just play these records and then we just swap the records out. And then, but we don't have that now. They didn't have that back then. So the DJ was always there. Like everywhere, every video you seen, DJ, even like with some of these early rap groups.
Right.
Shit, the DJ was there. The DJ was part of the damn
Run
group.
DMC.
You know what I'm saying? Like every group had a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Every music video had a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just, it was ingrained that, all right, if I'm gonna start a rap group, nigga, I need a DJ. Like it's not gonna happen without it.
Right.
So I don't know how we got to the point where people feel like they need to stray away from that, but at the same time, like if we are embedded in the roots of hip hop, then it's key that that we are essential to what we do. And
right.
Parties start and end with the DJ.
Man, I feel like it's basically controlling the whole situation, the whole night. Like the DJ could be the reason you go holler at this girl over here. You might get he might play something that will put you on your confidence, and you done met, now the DJ done started a whole relationship. Or he might be the reason you go knock a nigga ass out. Or he might be the reason this whole party and shit. Or you know what I'm saying? It's just controlling the whole situation, start to finish, and create moments. Like it's 100 people in here, I might create 50 moments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You never know what's going on. So that's how I feel like it's just controlling the whole situation. That's why we important.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't even factor in that there's different types of DJs.
Right.
We've gotten away from the fact that not all DJs do parties. There's mixtape DJs.
Yeah.
There's what I like to call family event DJs. There's as far as like the genre of music, you have DJs that only specialize in house music, raves. All of these DJs do different things. Me speaking personally, when I came into the game as a mixtape DJ. I wasn't interested in doing parties or none of that stuff.
So you was on your clue stuff.
I was on my DJ clue stuff. Because think about it, and I don't know because I'm a fan of DJ Clue, but I personally I've never seen DJ Clue do a party. I'm not saying he don't do parties.
Right.
I don't live in New York.
Right. But that's what he known for, the
He's known
mixtape.
for the mixtape.
Right.
So, I think people need to kind of respect the fact that a lot of people, they like to bring different things to the game. It's just not one specific thing that DJs do.
This might be off subject already, but when you came in as a mixtape DJ, do you feel like any other DJs looked at you away because you didn't do parties yet? You know how, like, for example, the comedians, You got the stand-up comedians, and then you got the new age. Like shit, all they do is skits. They ain't no real, like how they felt about the new.
Right. Yeah,
I felt like that.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get that from people that would ask me to do parties. I mean, this was me early on. I mean, I did a couple college events, college parties, little small things, but I would get that from people. You know, well, you're not a real DJ if you don't want to do my party. I'm like, bro, it's not. You know, I feel you, but that's not my lane.
Right.
My lane is controlling, putting these tapes out, putting these tapes together, and creating, you know, what makes me, not really makes me happy, but I can control that narrative on the tape. And that's who I modeled myself out after. Screw, Watch, Ron, see people like that did tapes rather than just doing clubs and parties every weekend. And there's nothing wrong with that because I mean I've transitioned into doing parties and clubs, but like I said, at first I was just strictly mixtape DJ. I wasn't doing nothing else, period. You know?
But with the mixtapes, you can control everything, right? So it's not like you don't have to read a crowd, you don't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all that extra work and, you know, analyzing when it comes to mixtape DJs. You already know what you want to play, when you want to play it, how you want to play it, and you don't have anybody else in your ear saying, "Hey, man, you need to pick it up," or "Hey, man, you might need to slow it down because you know I see this chick over here, so I need to, you know what I'm saying?"
Right from the album,
and your fans choose you.
And the thing is, it's like everybody wants music, no matter how you slice it. The need for music is always going to be there. So I mean, over the past maybe 10, 15, 20 years, I know the mixtape isn't as relevant as it used to be due to copyright issues and legal issues and things like that. You can't really get as creative as they once were in the 90s and the early 2000s with mixtapes. But the joy that I used to get from creating a series of mixtapes and people asking me, okay, when you coming out with part 2, when you coming out with part 3, or when you doing this, that used to give me a rush. Like, okay, when I get out of class, I'm going straight make another mixtape.
What was your first series? You remember your first series?
My first series? Ooh, man. Okay, so 2003. My first actual series was well, now they call creep-ins, but it's modeled after the F-Action CDs. But the first 5 CDs were called, first 6 CDs they were called Between the Sheets. So that was actually my first series.
Okay, Aslan.
You know, I was making, and it's something that we talked about before. You know how Watts used to say, make your own shit, bitch. So that's why I started making my own tapes. For the people that couldn't get those screw mixes, they couldn't drive to Houston to get them, I was making them locally. But I never did put a series together until I decided, okay, well, Ron C got the F-Actions. And at that point, he was already like on F-Action, maybe 30-something, 20-something. I don't know. We were still in high school. I said, I'm about to do the same thing. I'm going to just take all the but all the latest hot songs, chop them, and make my own series. And I'm still I haven't done one in a while, but as of right now, I'm on Creep-In 40.
That boy say 48.
Look,
48, something like that. So that is actually the series that got me a lot more familiar and popular around the TSU campus.
So with that being said, do you feel like the DJ is still respected in this industry? Like, I know back then, like you said before, the DJ was like everything. Me personally, I still feel like without a DJ, it ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. Yeah. But do you feel like at this day and age that the DJ gets the respect that they deserve?
I think to a certain extent, I think because, and you know what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say 50-50 because on one hand, on one side of the coin, you got a lot of artists that feel, and I've heard this firsthand, there's a lot of artists that feel like the game is getting raped, like, let me use a better word, the game is getting, a lot of DJs are taking advantage of the fact that these artists need their music heard, and prices are crazy for small things, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because if a DJ is popular, you're gonna have to come out some bread for them to do something for you if they're not already rocking with you. So I hear a lot of gripe from a lot of artists. They don't respect that. So a lot of times they'll skip the DJ and go straight to a podcast, or they'll go straight to, the content creator.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's on one hand. And on the other hand, man, you still got the coalitions going on. You still got a lot of these DJs, making a name for themselves and actually coming up respectively, and it's being rewarded. And a lot of these artists tapping in with us. They coming to do you. They coming to do Bless the Game. They fucking with us for mixes and content.
Right.
So I would say 50-50, man. It's 50-50. We get a lot of flack, we get a lot of disrespect, but we also get a lot of love still. I don't know compared to maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I mean? From my scope, I respected the DJs back then, and still to this day.
Right.
So hey, it's 50-50. I believe.
I feel like you can't call yourself like a fan of hip hop or music, period, if you don't have no respect for the DJ.
Facts.
Well, before I go on my rant, 'cause I ain't gonna be long.
Look.
Do your thing. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is how I feel, and I may hurt some feelings, I might piss some people off, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try to shorten it up the best way I can.
But that's what you like to do, nigga.
I feel like that DJ. I wouldn't say that the DJ these days are disrespected, but I feel like it's people take not necessarily advantage of the DJ, but I feel like since the pandemic started, everybody is a DJ now. If that makes sense. So what I'm saying is 20, 30 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago, first of all, DJ equipment was hard to come by.
Right.
It wasn't, and I'm not knocking it because my equipment don't cost thousands of dollars.
Right.
But back then you couldn't go buy $100 controller and say, now I'm a DJ. Yeah. Back then you actually had to buy records.
Right.
It wasn't downloading records. Even in the early 2000s when we had Napster and stuff, it was still kind of hard to come by certain material. Now it's too accessible for anybody. And I'm not saying that to knock anybody, but what I'm saying is I look at a lot of these DJ videos of today and then I cringe. Like I was telling somebody, I don't like the DJ videos where the DJ is DJing and all these people standing around them. I can't work like
all
that.
them locations.
Yeah, I hate that.
They
No,
all
I hate
stand
that.
behind them.
Hate that. And then
like,
shaking you and shit
shaking
when you
you
do a
and
good
shit.
transition or something like, nah, get away from me, dog.
Space first of all.
Right.
I understand it's a party and
Just like when you cooking.
right.
Back up.
I can't rock with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying nobody's not welcome in the space, but I don't need the whole club around me centered. I'm centered in the middle of the club with my DJ equipment. Everybody standing around me, like you said, they shaking you and they all on the screen and telling you what to play. Like, bro, you're not respecting me as a DJ if you telling me what to play.
Right.
I don't need you telling me what to play. I know how to create a vibe and follow the vibe.
Right.
I see when the crowd is crunk, or I see when the crowd is dead. I know what I need to do. This is my job. Then I also feel like club owners and club promoters also, they're looking to take, especially in today's time, they're looking to take the undercut because, like right now, you gotta have a name. You gotta have a name. If you don't have a name, it's gonna be hard to get your foot in the door.
Right.
But even if you have a name, it depending on the situation. I've seen some DJs that, okay, you say for instance, Dez, he may charge. I'm just using for an example. He said, man, I may charge like $500 an hour. But he know, I don't know what he's really worth, but I charge $500 an hour, okay? And then I may come into that same club owner and, hey, I get you for $100 an hour. They gonna call him back and say, hey, that's all right, bro, we found somebody else. And I suck.
Until
you see.
Until you go get the cheaper DJ and now your shit is plumbing.
That's what I'm talking about. And I suck. This man been creating the vibe for months. People coming to see this man.
Gotta put that in there. Yeah.
But after a while, they tired of it. They not gonna tell him that, because I've seen it. They're not gonna tell him, but they're gonna say, man, I'm paying this nigga $500 every weekend.
But
They jump, but your shit jumping though. You making your money back plus more off of him.
Yeah.
But then I come in and say, man, I'll charge you $100. I can do the same shit. Then I get there and slowly but surely your crowd start dwindling down.
Right.
And the crazy part is that
But that same practice though, you might have a very talented DJ out here who don't understand what's going on.
Right.
Ain't did his homework.
Yeah.
And he's good. And he come in there and do the same thing you did. And now this club came up and they got a hot DJ.
Right.
But they paying better.
And they paying better. And now this owner went over there to the north side and told this other owner at such and such bar, hey, man, look, what y'all paying? Oh shit, we got Buddy over here for 100. Market is different now.
Right. That's exactly, yeah.
So with that being said, I feel like the DJ gets paid for what? Because if he, like you gave that example.
I mean, everybody's worth is different.
Yeah.
Everybody's worth is different. So, some people be out here just doing it for the love and they'll take whatever. But at the same time, there's some people that actually does DJing to feed their families.
Right.
So some people would say that, all right, the $100 an hour is great for me because shit, I got a full-time job.
Right.
I got some other shit set up so that way I can be able to make my money. I just DJ just so I can stay, keep from being bored.
Right.
But then there's some people that be like, no, I really do this shit. And I really do this shit so that way I can eat, my kids can eat, my girl can eat, all that shit. So I need every dollar. I need all this shit.
And like, I didn't mean to cut you off, and he's absolutely right. Because his point, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm that person because I don't DJ full time. I have a full time job, and the spot that I do every Thursday, they pay me well, but they don't pay me top dollar, but I don't expect top dollar because that spot is a low key spot.
Right.
But me as a DJ, I wouldn't try to go do what you call it, a Coachella or a Summerfest or anything where it's gonna be a massive crowd and take out this man's mouth when I know this man is the man for the job.
Yeah.
But then I'm not gonna go undercut him just because I want to be evil about it. I know they paying him $1,000, but I'm gonna go in there and say, man, give me 200. And then they decide, okay, we gonna go with him.
So you feel like everything is like case by case?
It's a case by case thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a DJ, but I feel like you should look at it like in your career.
You gotta know what you're walking into as a DJ.
I feel like you should look at it like any other career based on your experience, your skill. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for this. I know what I bring to the table. This is what I expect. Some places, you can bargain. Okay, what you offering? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like you should look at it.
If you don't have the experience, the problem starts where, just like we all said, just like any other profession, when you getting ready to start something, if you a brand new DJ, just like how I did, when you about to start some shit, you don't just jump in there and then just start going off your own understanding. You gotta do your homework. You gotta get in these rooms, read the room, talk to people, collect your own data.
Right.
Get around the city, figure out what the numbers looking like. You can't just jump into some shit because you might be that one guy that's gonna fuck the whole ecosystem up.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't take the time to get in there and study.
Right.
It's like anything. You're not gonna go in fashion and just start buying shit over here and start charging a certain price, and then now you done messed up everybody's business.
Right.
Like, you gotta get in there and do the research first.
Right.
Then you jump out there and be like, all right, this is my price. I know what's going on out here. It's my price.
Right. So do you feel like social media hurt or help the DJ? Because like what you're saying, I feel like a lot of times people see stuff on social media and they feel like, well, shit, I could just, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, no experience, I'm jumping straight in. Like, well, I can do this, I can make this, and you haven't even, you know what I'm saying? You just first starting out.
With social media, I would say, just like I say with personal things, as far as social media, but you as an individual make it.
Right.
That's it. Because it's just like you jumping in the pool, you got this person over there swimming on the deep end, you know his ass can't swim, you know what's gonna happen with him. You got this person, he a pro, you know he's gonna go back and forth. You jumping in that water and you figuring out what works for you.
Right.
And if people want to watch you swim, they're gonna watch you swim. and then they gonna come back the next day just to watch you swim, cause you swimming you so live in this water. It's whatever you make. That's how I feel about the social media. Like it's a gift and a curse because if you fall into that messy shit or you fall into these IG models, you fall into this, hey man, it's whatever you make.
That IG Explore page. That IG Explore page, it lets you know what you into.
Yeah.
Let you know. Right, exactly. Right. So yeah. Yeah.
You go stick on there, you know what I'm saying, to drive your traffic here. If you look at it like a business,
Right.
So when the pandemic hit, do y'all feel like that was a good or bad thing? Because now, like Michael was saying, everybody felt like they was a DJ. Like I was even on there going live. I never say I'm a DJ. I say I'm a music curator. I got a little fire playlist.